So the most vocal Trump critic in Congress is now facing federal criminal charges. Adam Schiff, the Democrat who spent years trying to destroy Donald Trump, is under investigation by Trump's own Justice Department for mortgage fraud. And the evidence against him spans nearly 20 years of alleged deception. Wait until you hear what investigators found in his loan documents. This isn't just about politics anymore. This is about a sitting United States senator who may have lied repeatedly on federal banking documents to save money on his mortgage, while American families struggle to afford their own homes due to the policies that he put in place. And this is all the same man who lectured us about integrity and the rule of law for years. Whew, it was a big one. So my name's Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway. I'm also publisher of the Illinois Review and a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. Guys, we're a growing channel. Please, every like, comment, and subscription helps us bring you the news that mainstream media won't cover. So hit that button down below. So, the Federal Housing Finance Agency has sent a criminal referral to the Department of Justice regarding Senator Adam Schiff's mortgage practices. According to Fannie Mae's Financial Crimes Investigation Unit, Schiff engaged in what they call a sustained pattern of possible occupancy misrepresentation on 5 different loans from 2009 to 2020. Let's go ahead and check this out. Fox News is breaking the story. An exclusive from Laura Ingram.
And tonight, an update on an Ingram Angle exclusive, a Trump administration source telling the Angle that a criminal investigation of Adam Schiff is underway, conducted by U.S. Attorney's Office in Maryland for possible charges involving mortgage fraud. Now, this follows the story we broke last month when the Federal Housing Finance Agency sent a criminal referral to the DOJ alleging that Schiff, in multiple instances, falsified bank documents and property records to acquire more favorable loan terms. In a 2011 affidavit signed by the then California congressman, he certified that a property in Montgomery County, Maryland, is his primary residence. He also owns a condo in Burbank.
Pretty sure you can't do that when you're a sitting senator in California. You can't say you are a resident of Maryland. That is a felony.
Which he's also claimed is his primary residence and said so in 2023 during his campaign for Senate.
I think just about every member of Congress has a residence in their state and a residence back in D.C. since we're in session much of the week. And people make a family decision where they're going to have their kids. But our principal residence, our primary residence is in California. It always has been and always will be.
Ruh-roh. Well, Senator Schiff has not responded to us about these allegations, but we were able to find a statement that his campaign spokesperson gave to CNN back in 2023. She said that the Burbank condo is his primary residence, but Adams' California and Maryland addresses have been listed as primary residences for loan purposes because they're both occupied throughout the year and to distinguish them from a vacation property. Well, the law
that sounds like some garbage to me.
Nice try.
So here's what happened. In 2003, Schiff bought an $870,000 home in Potomac, Maryland. He certified on his mortgage application that this would be his primary residence. Primary residence mortgages get better interest rates because banks see them as a less risky loan. But here's the problem. While Schiff was telling his bank that Maryland was his primary home, he was also claiming a homeowner's tax exemption on a tiny 691 square foot condo in California. That exemption saved him about $70 a year in property taxes. It's a lot to go to jail over. For a decade, Schiff refinanced a Maryland property multiple times in 2009, 11, 12, 13. Each time he swore under oath that Maryland was still his primary residence. Each time he got those favorable loan terms reserved for primary homes. Think about this for a second. A family of 4 living in a 691 square foot condo, that's smaller than most hotel suites. Meanwhile, he's got nearly a multi-million-dollar home in Maryland that he's claiming as his primary residence for bank purposes only. Bullshit. So FHFA Director William Pulte did not hold back in his letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi. He wrote that Schiff has in multiple instances falsified bank documents and property records to acquire more favorable loan terms. Pulte said that this kind of misconduct jeopardizes the safety and soundness of our mortgage market. What do you guys think? Like about politicians who break the law to save money in their mortgages while hardworking Americans struggle to afford their homes? Is anybody going to do anything about this, or are they going to say it's Trump pushing this? It's all, yeah, it's whatever. So I'm going to get into the Trump tweet here. Donald J. Trump posted, I think it's 7 o'clock right now, about the last 20 minutes. I've always suspected Shifty Adam Schiff was a scam artist. Now I learned that Fannie Mae's Financial Crimes Division have concluded that Adam Schiff has engaged in a sustained pattern of possible mortgage fraud. Adam Schiff said his primary residence was in Maryland to get a cheaper mortgage and rip off America when he must live in California because he was a congressman from California. I always knew Adam Schiff was a crook. The fraud began with the refinance of his Maryland property on February 6, 2009, and continued through multiple transactions until the Maryland property was correctly redesignated as a secondary home on October 13, 2020. Mortgage fraud is a very serious and crooked. Adam Schiff, now a senator, needs to be brought to justice. This is the same stuff they tried getting Trump on, saying that he was committing mortgage fraud. Just absolute trash. I need a second to kind of calm down there. So Adam Schiff had 17 years of potentially fraudulent mortgage applications, 17 years of getting better loan terms by lying about where he actually lived. This is the same type of fraud that sent former Baltimore State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby to prison in 2023. She was convicted for making false statements on a mortgage application, and if it's a crime for Mosby, I think she was a Democrat, it's also a crime for Schiff. President Trump called exactly right when he called Schiff was a scam artist. The evidence showing a pattern of deception going back decades. While Schiff was busy just trying to destroy Trump with fake Russia investigations and bogus impeachment charges, he was allegedly committing mortgage fraud. And now Schiff has responded. He's calling it political retaliation. He's not denying the facts. He's not explaining how a family of 4 can live in a condo smaller than most people's living room. He's crying about politics. So if you guys got value from this update, tap subscribe. My opinion is next. And if you guys believe in holding, corrupt politicians accountable regardless of party, smash that like button down below, guys. I don't care who they are. If they're corrupt, if they're scumbags, they should go to jail. So the mortgage fraud investigation represents everything that's wrong with our two-tier justice system. For years, we've watched politicians get rich while regular Americans follow the rules and struggle to make ends meet. Adam Schiff spent 4 years trying to destroy Donald Trump with lies and manufactured scandals. He weaponized his position as Intelligence Committee chairman to push the Russia hoax. He led a sham impeachment based on a phone call. And the whole time, he was potentially committing federal crimes to save money on his own mortgage. And this isn't about Republican versus Democrat. This is about equal justice under the law. If a regular American, any of us, lied on their mortgage application 17 times over nearly 2 decades, they would be in handcuffs. But somehow Schiff thought he was above the law because he had a congressional pin on his lapel. The Trump administration's willingness to investigate this shows they're serious about draining the swamp. No more special treatment for corrupt politicians. No more looking the other way when Democrats break the law. Justice is blind, and we're finally coming for those who thought they were untouchable. And what concerns me the most is how media is covering this. Instead of asking tough questions about Schiff's alleged crimes, they're spinning this as Trump seeking revenge. They're more interested in protecting their favorite Democrats than protecting the integrity of our financial system, legal system, and everything else. So every American who's ever applied for a mortgage knows you sign under penalty of perjury. You swear to tell the truth about your living situation because banks need accurate information to assess risk. When politicians lie on these documents, they're not just stealing from banks, they're undermining the entire system that helps families achieve that American dream. The investigation needs to proceed without political interference. Let the evidence speak. If Schiff committed mortgage fraud, he should face the same consequences as every other American citizen. Well, as long as you're not a Democrat, I guess. Our republic depends on the principle that no one is above the law. Not Adam Schiff, not Trump, not any politician, no matter how connected they think they are. The American people are watching. They're tired of the double standard. I'm tired of this. We want justice served fairly and completely, and they deserve representatives who follow the same laws they're expected to follow. So guys, stay vigilant. Hold your representatives accountable. And remember that in our republic, our sovereign, not politicians who think they can lie and cheat to personal enrichment. It just pisses me off. I'm angry about this. God bless, guys.